All right, everybody, I'm a couple minutes late. Sorry. Did not intend for that 5 minutes to go as fast as it went. I had done a business meeting prior to this, and my computer and stuff was still set up for that. So I had to undo it. I will put my description and stuff in later. If you are on, can see me, hear me, let me know, please. Let me know. Oh, Christy's on. Good. Hello. Can you see and hear me? Oh, you know what? See me and hear me, Christy. Okay. So, oh, Dawn's on. Vesta's on. Hey, guys. I'm gonna go with the fact that my you guys can. Oh, good. Okay, cool. So tonight, you guys, I'm doing that November Christmas card challenge. So I got another Christmas card. I'm killing 2 challenges again with one. Well, no, because I did 2 separate cards. So I will post them in the challenge as 2 separate cards, but um I'm doing a bright and festive card and a shaker card. So let's see. Oh, the 3-day sale's on, you guys. 3-day sale. All kinds of stuff. Cardstock, inks, refills, blenders, designer series paper, all the bundles. So you can get the bundle, and all this is annual catalog. So remember the annual catalog only. So the paper, the designer series papers and such are on sale. I'm gonna get it wrong, but the bundles are 20% off, which is an additional 10% from what they normally are. So that's cool. And the designer series papers, I believe, is 10% off, and all the other stuff, ink refills, blenders, regular markers, ink pads, and cardstock are all 10% off. I do believe. If you have any questions, let me know. I am here to help. You can make a comment on everything. You guys, I was on a little training last night, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure we were in a group, but this lady, it's all about the comments I'm finding. So you will notice that I'm telling you to comment more often on everything that I'm posting it, because in order for it to be seen and move on, you need people commenting and engaging on it. So like my videos are coming up tomorrow night, whatever those comment posts, you want comments, and then Facebook will show it to more people so that more people see that you're going to be on live. It's a whole game, but she had you commenting all night long. Comment yes if you do videos, comment lives if you do lives, or comment how many times a week you do it. And it was just, I had to stop. It was just comment after comment after comment. But anyway, I am here. I am learning. I've learned more stuff. So stay tuned. You might see more stuff come down. I did have to cancel my class on the 12th of December. The venue it was presented to me as a deposit, and now it's being presented to me as a fee. I don't have the funds to pay the fee again. So I'm looking for another place to hold a class. And I think, you guys, I'm going to bring back the wine bottle class. I may offer some cards, the more popular cards from the card buffet possibly that night, but I've reached out to a local winery, and I'm checking to see if she is up for hosting, letting me do this kind of thing. I see that she does some of this ideas already. So maybe if I can't do it for Christmas, I can work with her to do like a Galentine's Day or something like that, where we could do wine bottle covers. And I could throw in something else. We could maybe make a box of for you to put chocolates in or something like that. So stay tuned. Good stuff coming around the corner. It's a great upbeat to the depression that it threw me in yesterday. I literally cried in the car when she told me I owed them money, non-refundable. Went into a whole tailspin, talked to my friend Michelle. Where can I go? Who can I use? How can I do this? In the end, Mike just said, stop whining, suck it up. You've done it. The girls are planning to come. Just whatever. Just don't worry about it. If you don't make any money, you don't make any money. You're going to have fun. So that's it. I'm going to have fun. Hey, Debbie Green. Hey, Julie. All right. So, guys, we are tonight going to make a shaker card. I don't know. My shaker card tonight, you guys, okay, in the comments, let me know how many of you have ever made a shaker card. Okay, so here's the one that, my first one that I made. And this to me wasn't very bright and cheerful, whatever, holiday-ish. So I made another one that I'm going to make. But how many of you have ever made a shaker card? And then if you have made a shaker card, do you have issues with the stuff shaking in there? I normally shy away from a shaker card due to that. I get too much static on my cling, and then whatever I put inside sticks to it. And I've put I think I made one here, maybe for a paper pumpkin card or something, and I put the powder on the sheet, and then it's all cloudy and powdery looking. So if you've had success removing the static, let us know how you did that. There could be more people than just me that are having issues. I do have static today, but I think my snowflakes that I chose to use are working around that. And I can see I got one stuck up in here. And I also heard again that if you put the powder around the tape, that it won't stick. So I'm not sure. How do you get around all that? Let us know. I didn't put anything on the inside yet. So this is the card that I made. So this one I'm going to post on my challenge as my shaker card challenge. Okay. That's what I was talking about, Christy, the embossing buddy. I just get a powder, you know how the rosiny look, it coats my window sheet and then it's on the inside and I don't know how to make it go away. So I don't know if there's another way to stop that, or if you just got to have things that don't work, don't have static. But I'm going to move this guy out of the way because that is not what we're making. And so I don't want you to see that and wonder what the heck I'm doing, because I'm not making it look like the original. Oh, and I didn't bring anything to put inside this one either, but that's okay. We can, oh yes, I did. Maybe. Anyway, I'm on my second huge cup of coffee this afternoon, so I could be a little more talkative than normal, talking faster. So this, we're starting with a 4¼ by 11 piece of real red. We're gonna fold it in half. You can score it or fold it. I keep telling Mike it might be time that we turn the heat up. We've got the furnace set to 61, which is okay because it's remaining nice out and nice in here. Today I am freezing and I cannot get warm. So I told him it might be time that we turn it up a little bit. Not that it's going to come on because it's still warmer in the house, but it's just got to be so windy and whatnot that it's cold in here. So then I have a garden green layer that is on the 1/8. So this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Get my bearings about me here. Hey, Kathy, hope you're feeling good. And I got another 1-minute video, I think, ready to. And I did one also, a get ready with me video as I'm getting ready for my card buffet, but I don't know if I'll post that one. That one's kind of hokey. So anyway, okay, now we have 2 strips of paper, and I'm using the paper that goes, it's on in the mini catalog on the bow punch page. I forgot to bring it over, so I don't know the name of it, but it's very bright and beautiful. So this is the one that I'm going to use for my bright and festive card. So I have cut it at one, let me see if I dumbed it down. Nope, I cut it at 1.5 inches. Now I am semi-casing an artisan card. She scored hers and folded it up. So you can do that if you want, but I'm just going to lay this out and show you. So I have 2 of those at 4 by 1.5. Then I want to fill in this space. And so I cut, this is like 2.5, maybe 3 inches, but so what I did was on my card over here on my first one, I folded this up, but it exactly matched the card. Let me show you. It exactly matched this paper in the center. I couldn't find one that I liked to go with this kind of retro looking reindeer. So I stuck with that, and then I just added a strip of Poppy Parade on there to break that up because it was just too matchy and it just, like, you couldn't see that it was folded up. So what I've done on this one is the same thing. I'm not going to fold it up. I'm just going to glue it down like this. So let's get cracking on that. Let's get these glued down. Start up here at the top. Then I'm going to stick this guy under there just a little bit. And then we'll glue them all down. Right here. And then we're going to glue the second one in place down here. Just going to put a little tiny border on it. It's the 1/8 of an inch. All right. So I got it looking like this. And then I did cut 2 4-inch by 1/4 of an inch strips of Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to glue those on there to make up my edge to give it a little bit of a different look than folding it up and using this. The card that I saw, Jackie Williams did it. She used completely different paper. So when you folded this up, it was different than what paper went here. But I need festive and bright. So we're leaving that paper here. And then I'm just going to glue it on over the top here to give this space a little extra space. But you can glue it wherever. You can glue it right down at the bottom if you want. It's not really going to get seen that much, but I just wanted the added pops of color. So now, I'll do the step next. This is let me get my little cheat sheet here. This is a 3 3/4 inch by 4-inch piece of basic white. And yeah, I think I'm going to glue it on. I'm just going to use dimensionals and put it on there. There's some big ones. I was going to say I had some big ones over here. Just going to glue this on. Dimensional it on, actually. Nothing fancy. Couple, just to kind of hold it in place. And I don't really care about placement so much. If you're going to put a sentiment on down below, you might move it up higher. But I'm going to put my sentiment on the window sheet. So we're going to go like right here. And we're going to stick that down. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Now I have just another scrap of basic white. And let me show you what I did here. On my first card, for kind of, I'm going to call it a retro look, I used some old wood grain paper that I found in my stash because I could not find my country woods paper. So I found this in my 6x6 drawer, and I used that. I stamped the television right on it and die cut it out. This guy, we're going to use Memento, and we're going to put the TV on white. And this is a struggle, guys. I've been got all my cards pretty much cut except for the I'm gonna call it the number 11 card that I was gonna, the simple card that I was just gonna make up a bunch of. And I'm using up all my inks, all my scissors, all my blocks. I am down to like four blocks here and there. Oh, I lie. If I went into my travel bag, I've got a set of blocks. So I do have some more, but just out here in my everyday grasp, I have 0 blocks. I got this one and like a couple of these. So it's fun having it all packed and ready to go, or almost ready to go, but I'm really short on stuff. My inks, I do have duplicate inks of a lot of colors, but yeah, they're packed up. Okay, so now I got that guy ready to go there. I'm just going to show you. I got my pebbled path, and I went around the inside of the TV screen. Kind of, my thought is I'm going to give this screen here a little depth. Where this, hold my breath. There we go. And then I've got my light and dark pecan pie, and then I just came in and colored some areas that I thought I would want a little bit of dark to. Try not to get too close to the edge, because if it runs out and you use the dyes, it may leave the color. Sometimes there's a white rim around it, and it might leave the color that bleeds out, might get stuck on your screen or on your die cut. So I'm just cutting or coloring random spots that I can have some dark. I'm not going to color this whole thing, don't worry. And then now I'm just going to come in with my light, and I'm going to fill in where I have colored, or fill in the frame of the TV, but I want to blend in out, whatever you want to call it, whichever way. My other, where I put the dark marker. You go in circles, it pulls the color out. So that's all I'm going to do on that guy, right? And then we have the TV dies from the tune-in dies. Put it like that. I'm going to put that one in there. And then I wheeled it through my die cut machine. You can tape those on if that helps you. I did not tape them on. And so then I ended up with this. Okay. And I was slightly off. I had more white showing on in certain areas. So I went with my scissors and I trimmed around it. And then I took a black pen, Stampin' Right marker, and I just went along the edge, and I colored in where there it was any white. I gotta be careful, I'm gonna ruin it. So that is an option for you there. Why do I have the red out? I guess we'll find out why I have the red out. I got a red one here too. And then we've cut that out. Now I've measured it because this is where we're going to make our shaker cut from the TV screen. So I measured across the TV opening, and then I just found a piece that I wanted off from, this is the Reindeer Days, I believe, paper pack. And I just cut out what I thought would be, you know, like a cute image showing up on the TV. And that's going to be our back. Then I have a piece of window sheet. And you can use the papers, I don't have any in here, but the papers that come in on a stamp set, you can use those. Those work fine. I'm hoping that the static is out of this one. Oh, I cut it way big. I better cut it down. Oh, that's like a segue into my new toy, you guys, and it wasn't even meant to be that way. I can't wait. Hold on, I'll show you my new toy. My scissor saver, or my scissor storage. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put a little mark on it though, so I know where I need to cut. We can cut it like right there. Is that gonna show up? And right there. That's not gonna I guess it stayed on there. Okay. So let me show you my new, I shouldn't show you, but Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell it, so I can show it to you. Look at this, baby. Some of the girls at the retreat weekend that I just went to, they had these. And I will show you, we can't get it anymore, but I love my little Stampin' Up! Trimmer, but the fact that it only goes to like 4 1/4 bugs the bejesus out of me. And I have another one, I have a bunch of them that I have at my craft table for when you guys come over, Fiskars, and they also don't go much further than that. Look at this, guys, 6 inches. It goes to 6 inches, and look at there, little arm goes out to 10. It's a little bit bigger than, you know, travel size. I can't even fit in the whole frame here, but yeah, I am in love with this. I saw it at the retreat. They were out of stock, and I just patiently waited till it came in. And then there's all, because this is a photo trimmer, you got all the little lines for cutting the different sizes. And look, if you have their products, it's also a scissor storage. Look at that. I don't have their scissors, but look at these kind of fit in there. These are close to my heart scissors that I got a while ago. Must be they have 2 different sizes, so these aren't going to fit in there. But if you had their scissors, but at least one pair of mine will fit in there. Look at that. Uh-huh. Genius. Maybe Stampin' Up's watching, and rather than firing me for using a competitor's product, which is Stampin' Up is so much nicer stuff, but I don't mean that negatively, but the papers and stuff that we were playing with, ours are, the images are just beautiful. And so this, I will put in my comments, Laura Lee Murray's site for anybody that would like to get themselves one of these. Beautiful, but let's see how it works. Let's see if I end up, where'd my window sheet go? Let's see if I end up with all my fingers still when I'm done here, because it sounds pretty sharp. So let's see. Gotta go to my first dot. Slices like butter. Nice. I just unboxed it. Mike said, you got a book. I'm like, book? Oh, and I just cut it too small, didn't I? Did I cut it too small? Almost, not quite. So yeah, it does not lock. I don't see where it locks though, you guys. So that could be an issue, but I'm going to go ahead now. We're going to glue this on. I showed you my little toy. We're going to glue this window sheet onto our TV now. And I got it pretty close with my... Now, I don't know. You're going to want to be careful when you do your glue, because if it runs out like that, it might get yuck on your window sheet. I don't know, but just don't cut it as close as I did. I got so excited to show you my scissor storage and that's what I'm calling it, the scissor storage. All right, so now we've got our TV screen in place. And get that off there. Our little picture we're going to put in there. And so now get yourself some of these adhesive strips and you just stick them on, I think not too close to the frame because you don't want to see them. But you also want them, that one's not long enough. Let me peel that one off. You want to make sure you got a good seal. Well, I don't really need to because my snowflakes are bigger, but depends what you're putting in your shaker. If you're using some fine stuff, you'll definitely want to make sure that your edges are sealed. So you'll want to make sure that you're right up super tight to the piece of adhesive that you put down beforehand. Now, you could do this with your dimensionals. You can do this with any kind of foam tape that you can get your hands on. Just know that depending on what you're putting inside of here, you may need two layers, two like heights of it, so that your shaker stuff can move around. If your stuff is too big, it'll get stuck because this is just, you know, what is that, like 1/8 of an inch? 1/4 of an inch, somewhere in there. And so your stuff will get stuck and not shake. And then you'll be sad because your stuff's not shaking around and then you worked so hard on it. So just be sure to butt it up really tight. I'll butt this one up that I know is squared off. And I'm going to go, this is how I do it, bajankety. That's probably another reason my stuff doesn't work, because I leave that little void right there, and so my stuff can go up in it. But my snowflakes are kind of big, so I'm thinking I'm not going to have to worry about it. All right, now this is where I was saying, if stuff gets stuck, you can take your embossing buddy powder stuff and try and get it up along the edge here so that there's no sticky, because sometimes they're sticky, especially if you do layer two on here and they're not exactly touching in the same spot everywhere. The little bits can get lost and stuck in there. So I'm going to peel these off now. I'm only going to go one layer because my snowflakes are pretty flat. No, you're welcome, Kathy. Again, they could get stuck. And I think these did get stuck too. They kind of all, if they bunch up into a pile, then they might not want to move around, but we're going with that. Let me make sure. It looks like I got a little glue right there. I like this glue now. It's scraping kind of right off. So let me make sure I got it off. You could look for fingerprints inside there and all that jazz too, but so I'm going to go with my Michaels. Oh, Patty and I got these one time. I think they were in like the dollar bin at Michaels. Just going to put, oh, that's probably too many, but we're going to put them. There's more to shake around, right? And then I'm going to take my little deer and I'm going to lightly place it on here. Because I totally forgot to look at how to line it up and make sure. I wanted my deer like a little lower, so let's see if I can pull it off. Didn't stick it down very hard, so I'm going to stick it right even at the top and the side. You'll want to be a little more generous with your paper. There we go. He's down a little lower now. So now, oh, is it in the way? Nope, it's not even coming down below the TV screen. So, oh, but you guys, guess what I forgot to do? Forgot to stamp on him. I wanted to, you can do a sentiment like in a flag or something. I wanted to put this little Merry Christmas from my humble home I got from my friend Debbie. I wanted to put that on the front. And this window sheet you stamp with StazOn. So let's see if I get this on there right. Because just because, you know, it's already raised up. See, I want to put it over here because it's kind of empty. I'm hoping that's on there. Not so much. Think I can do it again? Who's got money on me? Can we do it again? Ah, my stickies. Look what I just did. You guys know you want to keep this thing from your StazOn, this plastic. And so if you put dimensionals on it, maybe I needed another one, it should stick to the lid. And in theory, it should pull off when I pull the lid off, but it didn't. And then it stuck to my hand. I'll stick it in there now. And now I got black all over me. Where's my cleaner? Before I ruin my whole card. How about that? I come down to the very last thing. It's off my StazOn. It might not come off. I helped Patty at a ladies' night at her Ace Hardware in Plainwell, and she had every color under the sun of StazOn ink for the ladies' project. And I forgot to notice if anybody got all inky. All right, let's see. Can we line it up again? I'm going to pull it down by me. I don't think I got it. Nope, but you get it. You get the idea. That's good enough. I can try and fix it later. And StazOn is not the best thing for your polymer stamps. So be sure to clean it right away. And if you have the StazOn cleaner, use that on there to get it off as quick as you can. So now we're going to come over and we're going to stick our, oh, that's why I needed the red dealio marker. And we're going to stick our TV onto this white piece. And so we can, let's see. I don't want to put it on any more dimensionals because it's already popped up there pretty good on its own. Glue clogged up because I haven't used it, but there we got the little plug out of it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the corner here where I think it's sticking down. And I can put one up here where it'll be in the hole. And then that should stick it on. I'm just going to kind of put the legs at the bottom of the white. We got that dimensional stuck up there in the green. And we got our Merry Christmas on there, a little bit jankety, but we're going to leave it. you can semi-read it, and look at how neat that shakes in there. Got them all down to the bottom. And then this was my thought, with the deer, I wanted the snowflakes to kind of come up to the deer. Then on the inside, I brought a regular 5¼ by 4" layer. And then I brought a strip of the paper that I used on the front. There. And we'll stick that almost down to the bottom. I never know if I should leave a little gap in there or if I should put it, straight down at the bottom. I got a little gap today. My friend Kathy, I saw her, she left a gap and I liked it. So a lot of times I don't. But I liked hers. And we're going to just glue that right there. Now you can go ahead and, add a sentiment on the inside if you like. But that's our cards for tonight, guys. This is my fun and festive card. And this is, I'm going to call it like this will be my shaker card edition. This is my bright retro, or not retro, fun holiday card. So with that, we can go back over here and say goodbye. I don't even probably really need to go back every time. I just like to end with you guys seeing my smiley face. Wish I could see you guys, but anyway, appreciate you watching. Thanks for hanging with me. I'll be back again. I got my craft show on Saturday, and then I'll be like free sailing for a little bit. Hopefully getting some more of my November challenge cards out where I can actually create with you guys, but it's just been crazy trying to. I wish I could show you all my stuff I got built up over there for my class and whatnot. But anyway, you guys have a great night. I appreciate you watching, your comments, your shares, your support. I'll be back again. Don't forget the 3-day sale. Perfect time to get all that card stock. That's what I ordered today. Card stock coming out my ears, but it's a great time to save, especially if you are a demonstrator. You get your discount on top of, or in addition to, the sale. So thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I'll be back again.